Wasayate, how are you? Guchwaki Hatuwasauk, I Wolfais. Shak, Ihat Ego Moati, Kagwantan, Ihat Wolf. Guch hit, Gihit Yahat Wolf House, Duck Tetan, Yadi, child of the Duck Tetan. Kagwantan. Dakshan Ihat Ona Kawu, descendant of Glacier Bay. Kudashish. Yokesi Tane, it's good to be with you today. I am Tangi Lebrecht, CEO of the American Red Cross of Alaska. My Tlingit name is Wolf Eyes. My sister, Leona Santiago, came up with it and gave me the name. I am Kagmatan. First, allow me to thank the previous panel and all of the military servicemen and women for protecting us and for serving our country. From the time of Territorial Guard who worked for free and were considered to be the unorganized militia, to the modern servicemen and women who take us safely through our present conflicts, we are proud, very proud, that Alaska has the highest percentage of Native Americans serving our country. Before starting my remarks, I would like to thank the Alaska Federation and Natives team, in particular President Julie Kika, for the opportunity to join you today and for your continued guidance and support. I would also like to thank John Moore of ExxonMobil for donating this booth space to the Red Cross and allowing us to share our message with you. The Red Cross is a nonprofit organization, and the donation of this valuable space by ExxonMobil is most appreciated as every dollar counts. As we say in my family, Gunash Chish, for the opportunity to speak with you today. It is truly humbling to be a part of these celebrations of our culture and of the tradition of Alaska's First People. The collaborations and the partnerships that come together each year at the Alaska Federation of Natives is awe-inspiring. It touches my heart and it touches my spirit. This year's AFN theme resonates through these halls, and it is the obligation for all to hear the messages of all ages in attendance. It is important to remain impartial, yet strong in your beliefs. Neutral, so you understand how decisions will impact everyone. To act and make decisions with an independent mind, yet able to be unified in decision, and of course, enter all things with humility. You are the youth, the elders, the movers, and the shakers that will affect change that our people need to see. These are also the fundamentals of the Red Cross. We're not different. The AFN and the Red Cross assist people who face sometimes insurmountable challenges set before them. Solutions to these obstacles are found by working together with the best information, the best people, and devising the best solution for all. We have that in common. There are people attending AFN who know firsthand that the Red Cross is capable of accomplishing much in Alaska. We have been there for you during very challenging and sometimes heartbreaking times, and we've done so together. From Utqiagvik to Yakutat and all points in between, the volunteers and the staff of your Alaska Red Cross are helping Alaskan communities prepare for any size or category of disaster. Collectively, the Red Cross has more than 100 years of wisdom. We are called upon to assist somewhere in Alaska almost daily. Last year, we were called 305 times and helped almost 1,000 people in 55 Alaskan communities. With the help of volunteers and donors, as well as funding from BP and others through our Alaska Ready program, we work with hub communities across the state, training shelter workers and others to prepare for potential disasters. We collaborate with Native nonprofits, villages, Native corporations, and many others to help accomplish our goals. It is our pleasure to be invited to your communities and to assist in any way that we can. We're all Alaskans. That's what we do. Through our home fire campaign, the Alaska Red Cross and our partners installed 2,300 smoke alarms last year across the state. We're committed to you and your families and would like to see 0 injuries or worse from fires. Last year, we were in many places, many villages, including Marshall, Kunanak, Lunapichuk, Alakanuk, Tuluksak, Chivak, and Bethel. We thank you for inviting us into your homes and into your businesses and allowing us to meet with your families where we have the opportunity to teach life-saving skills like fire safety and CPR. We also presented our home fire preparedness youth materials all over Alaska, in Bethel, the Arctic Circle, and all over Southeast, and many points in between. Our Alaska instructors tailor materials for the specific area. There is no exact science in preparing for disaster, but there are things that you can do to keep your family safe. We invite you to visit our booth to find out more about our services, including the youth programs and home fire. We also want to note that the youth attending this year's conference, I have noticed and I have seen that you're giving them experience and mentorship. We owe this to our future leaders. We'd also like to acknowledge that through their gift of transportation, Raven, Alaska, has significantly helped us expand our preparedness and disaster recovery efforts through much of the state. And GCI helps us in Southeast communities. These companies' commitment to rural Alaska and working with Red Cross is real and it's very valuable. An awesome fact about our home fire campaign, we just installed our 1,000th smoke alarm, all free, across the United States this week. I also hope that each of you is aware of the service to the Armed Forces assistance available to the military members and their families in every region of Alaska. From pre-deployment briefings to just under 1,000 emergency and critical communication messages sent last year right here in Alaska, we are there. We understand there's no more lonesome feeling than being disconnected from your loved ones and not being able to reach them when you have a family emergency. We also offer post-deployment family workshops. It is very difficult, stressful, and emotions run high when service members return from their deployment. We care deeply for our service members and our Alaska Native brothers and sisters. These workshops help families ensure a smooth transition. The Red Cross has a long history supporting Alaska Native communities in time of need. We have assisted families in their recovery from the Yukon and Kuskokwim River floods, Juneau and Sitka mudslides, wildfires in Kodiak, Cookay Creek ice jams, many coastal storms, the Yukon River spring floods, and around Galena. Sadly, in this last year, in addition to the many home fires and other disasters, we also responded with care and kindness to 2 fatal aviation accidents, the terrible destruction of the Royal Suites Lodge right here in Anchorage, and the destructive winter storms in Gamble and in Savoga. My descendants are from Glacier Bay. 250 years ago, they left their homes with just the clothes on their back and the hope that their next settlement would be safe and secure. Now, we have the Red Cross. When I think of the hardship and challenges that they faced alone, I'm glad that I'm part of and that I can help and that you are here to help the Red Cross. I know when families face difficult circumstances or lose their homes to fire or any other type of disaster, we are there. We are there to say Hade. We are here. We help replace lost emergency items, including but not limited to food, clothing, eyeglasses, and lost medications. We assist victims with referrals and connections to long-term solutions to help ease the pain of their loss. Because hundreds of volunteers statewide offer their time, their talent, and their resources and share, all of our services are always offered as a gift to all people. In order to influence the building of a safer, better prepared Alaska, I'm here to ask for your assistance. Our very small staff is spread across the state, and they're counting on you to help us build our volunteer base and our preparedness plan throughout the state of Alaska. You know better than anyone what the needs of your communities are. As in Galena, the last person on the last plane out was a valued Red Cross volunteer, and that local perspective helped us offer assistance in a way that was meaningful, that was appropriate, that was wanted for Galena. There are many ways to volunteer for Alaska Red Cross, from installing smoke alarms to educating children, to being on one of our disaster response teams in your villages, teaching a class, support our men and women in uniform. Please visit our booth or our website to find out how you can become a Red Cross volunteer. The Alaska Red Cross welcomes the opportunity to provide training support to remote communities with state, local, and village governments. Please stop by our booth if you're interested in getting some of that training. And please get involved and invested in your community as a volunteer. It makes it a better place to live, a better place to raise your children, and a better place to grow old. We also appreciate the connection to local schools, as they're typically used as shelter locations and offer places for us to educate all. If you're a teacher or a school administrator, please contact us so we can be partners in preparedness and recovery. The fact is that Alaska Native communities, especially youth and elders, have so much to teach the Red Cross as well as other Alaskans about how best to survive and respond to all emergencies throughout Alaska. You are the first Alaskans, and you have the depth of knowledge that we need to accomplish our mission. Preventing and alleviating suffering in our great state starts with you, because you know and you understand your communities and your culture. Please help us understand how to best assist you when you are needed. In 2011, the President of the United States spoke thus. He said, "Native Americans stand among America's most distinguished authors, artists, scientists, and political leaders, and in their accomplishments, they have profoundly strengthened the legacy we will leave behind for our children." Thank you. This week, we've had an opportunity to learn from our rich history and have learned many best practices, which we can use to make the Red Cross achieve its mission across the state and the nation. Our team has made many great partnerships, from the large corporations to many selfless volunteers, and I've seen many family members as well. We want to now extend our hand and invite you to join us for quite possibly the most important collaboration in the state. Gunesh Chish, for allowing me to share our Red Cross mission and for the honor of allowing us to share this journey at this 2017 Alaska Federation of Natives Convention. Through our joint focus on leadership, unity, partnerships, and dedication to working together, we will all be able to stand up and say, "Hade, we are here." Hade. Gunesh Chish.